Alright y'all, we just crossed into Texas. We're about 2.5, 3 hours from Dalhart. We're going after some big mule deer. My buddy Danny with Rush Creek Guide Service has got some monsters. We're gonna go try to get one. Got some big whitetail up there too, but we want some real good mule deer. Be there in just a few hours, and we'll be ready to hunt this evening. Y'all stick around, we're gonna get one. Big one, big deer, big deer, come on.
O'Neill Outside is presented by CVA. It's just a better gun.
Hey everybody, we're in Dalhart, Texas. I just drove. Took me 2 days to get out here. We're set up now on the edge of a coulee up on a hill. It's only got a couple hours before dark. We're just gonna sit here and see. These deer have been starting to move out here in the evenings. So, got the spot and scope, muzzle loader ready to go, everything. Hopefully we can get it done tonight. If not, we got 2 or 3 more days. But I'm just gonna watch and see if we can't see what's here. There they are. We got what we got. 3 whitetails. They're all does. But that's a good sign we're in the right place. Deer's starting to rut a little bit. So maybe their boyfriend's not too far behind. Not a bad evening. First evening getting out. I'm hunting in Dalhart, Texas, Rush Creek Guide Service. And we said, let's come out here and see what we can see. So, just about too dark for the camera. So we'll probably pack it back in here in just a few minutes. But with the rut being this close, we know where the does are. So the buck's gotta be in here somewhere. It's only a matter of time and we got plenty of it.
O'Neill Outside is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops, your local Toyota dealer, Rockwell Tools, the Whitetail Institute of North America, the Game Saver Food Saver, Real Tree Camo, Bojangles, and Conus Optics.
It's just getting daylight on our first day. Mark decided we shouldn't sit in a blind. He's got trail cam pictures of 2 beautiful bucks, 1 beautiful mule deer, and 1 just absolutely gorgeous whitetail. So they've been coming in this bottom, and the does are all in here. And like I said yesterday, the deer are starting to rut. So where the does are, eventually there should be a buck. We're gonna stick it out in here for a couple hours. They're coming down off off the hill from feeding and getting back down in this river bottom. So hopefully here, pretty soon they'll start filling through. I keep looking around, I keep waiting to see something. I'm fired up. So maybe this morning will be the morning. There's something right there. These deer sure are taking their time this morning, coming down out of the fields. It was, according to the truck, it was 22 degrees when we got in the blind. So, cold like that, and deer gotta eat a little bit more. Come on, Big Daddy, where you at? We keep expecting to see a set of antlers walking across this grass. Oh, there's a buck. I don't think he's a shooter. Got several deer coming in. One of them, small buck. But he's doing something I'm glad to see. He's chasing that doe, which means it's getting started. There's another one coming in right there. Another doe. Okay, we gonna go and tear that tree up. Try to anyway. Well, we sit here till 11 o'clock. It's warmed up. I'm probably gonna have to come out of these cover-offs. And we're gonna ride around, see if we can't see anything, make a loop, get a snack, and get back after it. So, make sure I don't see anything before I spook it all.
The timing is just right for us to interrupt today's program to talk to Steve Scott about food plots.
Oh, Neil, I appreciate it. When we started the food plot industry back in 1988, we introduced imperial whitetail clover, and it changed the way people hunt. And it's something that's still the #1 clover product out there, and it's produced tons and tons of record book bucks. Something brand new and revolutionary that we just introduced is a product called Ambush. It includes a seed that I'd say probably more than 99% of your viewers have never heard of. It's called lupine.
Lupine.
Lupine,
Okay.
lupin. People call it different things, but we've been testing it for over 10 years. It is absolutely getting hammered by the deer. We've included the lupine with sugar beets, also got a little whitetail oats in there and a few other seeds in there as well. It's a blend, some early season stuff that the deer are hammering. Also got some late season stuff in there as well. So you get early season traction and late season attraction. But I encourage people to look into Ambush, because last year when we introduced it, we sold out of it in about 4 weeks.
Okay.
We didn't even make the selling season for the majority of the country. We're already getting pre-orders from people who planted it last year who are ordering more after they've seen what it can do. And I encourage your viewers to go to our website, whitetailinstitute.com, look into it, or either call our 800-688-3030, ask us about it. We'll give them all the information they need, or any other food plot question that they've got. But I encourage people to try this Ambush product because the deer are tearing it up.
Is Ambush something that's going to be applicable for food plots in north and south, all over?
Yes, when we test product all the way from Minnesota over into Maine, New York, Iowa, Alabama, Florida, Mississippi, and everywhere in between.
So no matter where they're calling from, they're going to get the proper information that applies this product to where they live.
Absolutely, including planting dates. The only thing that would change would be the planting dates. Obviously, they're planting this product in late summer and fall, so in the far north, they're going to plant it earlier than they do down in the far south. But the planting dates are the only thing that would change.
Okay. whitetailinstitute.com, talk to a real live person.
Yep.
It might even be you.
Could be. If they get the short straw, it may be me.
Okay.
We just saw a really nice buck. He's got a doe in front of him. We're gonna try to ease up over this hill and see if we can't get a shot at him. Just good buck, good buck. Get everything out of here. Come on, let's go. He's not the biggest one we've ever seen, but he's got some awesome twos on him. I told Mark, I said, you're not gonna find that again. So he's over this hill. He was following a doe right here. Come on. He should be right at the bottom of this hill. Get ready just in case. If I can get the gun off my shoulder. Oh, he's looking at it. I'll have a shot. Come on, come on, come on. That is an awesome deer. Come on, buddy. Turn for me. Turn. There we go. You ready? He's turning. Get ready. Yes. Oh, give me 5 on that. He's down, man.
Nice job, buddy.
Oh. CVA nitride strikes again. 130 yards. Magnum charge. Aerolite bullet, 300 grains. Oh, and that deer's down. Whew. This is why we do this. Folks, he's not the biggest rack deer you'll ever get, but he is a mature deer. He's an old deer, and he has got twos on him like nobody's business. God, I want to get down there and just look at him. All right, come on, I gotta go see him. All right. That didn't take long. Man, I'm surprised I seen him in that tall grass. God, look at the twos on this joker. Oh man, let me make sure he's, oh yeah. He is down for the count. God, would you look at that mule deer. Look at that right there. Pick him up and show you. Oh, he's heavy. Look at that right there. That's 15 inch G2s. He's a 3x, but he's a fully mature deer. He's never gonna be any bigger. He's a good deer to take off. They got out here at Rush Creek, man, they have some old kind of big deer. And this one, it worked out too pretty. He gave me too pretty a shot. I couldn't pass it up. And golly, look at that. Look at the twos on that. Whew. That is an awesome deer. And I'll lay him down. CVA nitride, Conus 3x9 scope, 130 yard shot, 300 grain power belt bullet, and it did the work. But golly, would you look at that G2 right there? That is awesome. That's what we do it for right there. That's what we come all this way for right there. That is a hoss. Now,
Nice job,
Mark,
buddy.
appreciate it, man. You worked hard, and judging by that hill we walked down, we got our work cut out for us now. Oh man, that is awesome.
We do the following CONUS hunting tip of the week every year for good reason. And what is the tip? When you go hunting, or fishing, spend time in the outdoors, whether you're alone or with a partner, let someone know where you're going, how long you plan to be there, when do you expect to return. Give them some details. Carry your cell phone. You have to be in contact. It's simply safe. Don't ever just sneak off in the woods and hunt without someone knowing how to find you and when you'll be back. And that's your CONUS hunting tip of the week again.
There's more O'Neill Outside coming up. But first, let's thank our sponsors. Year One, Georgia Power, Bug Band Repellent, Solar Bat Signature Sunglasses, Southern Link Wireless, Hodgdon Powder, O'Neill Outside Spices and Seasonings, and ExploreGeorgia.org, the official Georgia tourism and travel site. Now, let's join O'Neill for this week's Big Green Egg Wild Game and Fish recipe.
You know, when I show you these recipes, I always like to call it this, I finished the hunt. For instance, in this deep dish pizza pan stuffed peppers recipe, I'm using venison sausage. If you're not a hunter and you don't have venison sausage, or that doesn't sound agreeable to you, use something else, use beef, whatever, any kind of sausage. Now I'm putting some sauteed onions and peppers and some mozzarella, that's Parmesan, and mozzarella, and various spices which you can get off the recipe. I'm finishing my hunt by using venison sausage. Now let me get this out of the way. And you're gonna look at this and say, well, that pizza, you're just using 2 peppers. Well, it's just for me and Gail. I mean, but with this deep dish pizza stone, you can add as much as you want. You could put 8 or 10 or 12 of the stuffed peppers on here and it would work for you. So let me mix this up just a little bit. These recipes will go on a grill. They will go on top of the oven. They will go in the oven. But until you've used a Big Green Egg as the cooker with all the natural charcoal, you will not realize the difference that it makes. With the convector and the natural charcoal, we are turning the Big Green Egg into an oven. And the natural charcoal, I think Big Green Egg calls it 3-dimensional or something of that nature. I think did I drop something? No. And here's say you could, as you can see, you could put 10 or 12 of the stuffed peppers on there. And I've got some left over, don't I? $3.75 for 30 minutes, somewhere along in there. Take a good look at it. Whether it's 2 or 10, you might be able to make a little change in that, but that's the temperature you need to start at. I have the convector, and the Big Green Egg is an oven. And I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. I got dishes everywhere here. Venison sausage stuffed bell peppers, cooked on the Big Green Egg with a deep dish pizza stone. Man, this is good. Want the recipe? O'NeillOutside.com, BigGreenEgg.com. Big Green Egg, the ultimate cooking experience. Time for the CVA guest book this week from Wayne Matthews in Tampa, Florida. And Wayne writes, do you hold any truth to the thought that white-tailed deer see the colors yellow and blue the best? That is correct. Yellow that they see is not like what we see, but they can see various shades of blue. They are not completely colorblind. If you hunt in blue jeans, they can see you, but they may not know what you are, but they can see those blue jeans. So, if you'd like to be awarded a CVA muzzleloader, go to O'NeillOutside.com, the CVA guest book. If you use your comment or question on the air, CVA will send you the rifle, and that's pretty cool. How much ground do you have available for people who will call you and go hunting?
In this area up here, which is as far north and west as you can go in Texas, I've got 100,000 acres this year to hunt.
Now think about that for a minute. The 100,000 acres we're talking about, is this public land or private land?
All private land. I'm the only one on the whole 100,000 acres. I got sole hunting rights. Nobody hunts on here without going through me.
When do they need to be in touch with you and how?
Well, I'd like to have them booked in or talk to me by the middle of the summer, by June or July anyway. We start filling up. So depending on what hunt, some hunts we've got enough access, especially whitetail hunts, that we can just about hunt anybody anytime. Now, mule deer is real limited. If they want a big mule deer, they need to be in early as possible because we limit the number of hunts we do there.
Somebody calls you and say, I think I'll go out and spend a day or two with Danny. That's not what you recommend.
No, I don't, not for a deer hunt. I recommend 4 or 5 days minimum. You can hit bad weather, you know, too hot, too cold, too windy, this or that. Out of this part of the world, you're gonna have some bad days, especially if you're trophy hunting for a really big deer. The more time, the better. And like my saying is, I won't run you off. I want everybody to kill a deer. If you can stay, we'll hunt.
This is not somebody driving you out and putting you in a stand and then coming back at dark.
No, not on ground this size. It takes a lot of scouting. We hunt all day long. Just
I wouldn't do this by myself or anything in the world, but I would with Danny.
Well, I appreciate that.
Rush Creek. Look them up on the internet. Visit next summer.
We'll take anybody.
Arrange it.
Yeah, let's take everybody hunting. Everybody that watches.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Rush Creek. Closed captioning for O'Neill Outside is brought to you by Timbuktu Outdoors, making fishing and hunting convenient and ever more successful.